Hey everyone, it's Adam. Going through another vinyasa flow today. This time we're going to be focusing on sun A's and sun B's. Some pretty standard flows through our vinyasa practice, but also very challenging at the same time. A lot of good opportunities to practice jumping forward, how you're jumping forward, chaturangaing back, different ways of chaturanga, chin stands, handstands. A lot of ways for you to play with your practice. It can also be a very basic practice as well. So play with it as much as you want to. Let's start on our hands and knees. Come on to all fours. Take a few moments here. So we're going to rock the weight back and forth, giving a chance for our wrists, shoulders, hips start to warm up. And also taking an opportunity to find your breath. So through our vinyasa practices, most of our yoga practices, we try to hold on to an ujjayi breath. This is navel into spine, core engagement, in and exhales through the nose. So while we're taking our last about 10 or 15 seconds here to warm up, start to find your core engagement and find your inhales and exhales through the nose. All right, once you're feeling good, pause in center. Curl the toes, let's find our downward dog. Lift the hips, let the heels start to settle down. And then take some time here and pedal your feet left and right. Still maintaining your ujjayi breath. The inhales and exhales through the nose at a pace that feels good for you. About 10 more seconds in your downward dog. Feel the engagement of the fingertips pressing into your thumbs, coming up through the forearms, through your biceps, to your shoulders. And take a deep breath in. Big exhale. All right, feet together. Right leg high on the inhale, three-legged dog. Lift the right leg nice and high. And then we'll bend the knee, start to open up half scorpion. Stacking the hips on top of one another. But pushing down through the right shoulder. And stay square through the shoulders, just open through the hips. Inhale, straighten the right leg, square the hips. Exhale, knee draws the nose, shoulders over the wrist. Pause here. One more time. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, right knee to nose. Hold it here. Flex the toes, step between the hands, crescent moon, drop your back knee. Inhale, arms lift high. Then exhale, start to settle in. So really pushing forward through your left hip, pulling the right hip back. Get some length in the spine, arms lift high above the head. Maybe lift the gaze. Fingertips reach towards your ceiling. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, Ardha Hanuman half splits. Hands frame this right foot. I like to stay lifted off my back heel, but you can go all the way back if you need to. Just try to get your right leg as long as you can. Lengthening on the inhales. And let your body fold over your right leg on the exhales. A couple more breaths here. Try to keep your right hip pulling back and down to really keep that right hamstring engaged. And the next inhale, come forward. Plant the hands, curl the back toes, step back, high plank. So through our sun A's and sun B's, we go through chaturangas or vinyasas after every one. So an option to modify your chaturanga. So from your high plank, let's drop our knees to the mat. Spin the eyes of the elbows forward. Let those elbows hug in towards your ribs. Take an inhale, look forward. And on the exhale, we're going to lower slowly all the way down, chin and chest to the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, low cobra. Just lift the chest. Squeeze your elbows and shoulders back behind you. And as you exhale, chin back to the mat. Now you can come back up to your hands and knees or from your high plank, and then we'll make our way to downward dog. So it's a modified chaturanga. Knees can drop anytime you need to. Feet together, inhale, left leg lifts. And we'll bend the knee, come right into our half scorpion. Stacking the hips, keeping the shoulders square. So push your left shoulder down and back. Try to lift that left knee, stacking your left hip on top of the right. One more breath. And then square the hips, lengthen left leg on the inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, slowly as you can. Squeezing your fingertips as you come forward. Inhale, left leg long. Exhale, knee to nose, pause here. Flex your toes, step between the hands, drop the back knee, crescent moon. I like to untuck the back toes as I lift up. It's all optional though. You can tuck your back toes under. Just try to keep your right hip pushing forward. Really engage to that right glute. Left hip is pulling back. Arms are long above the head, palms facing each other. So about 2 more breaths here. Maybe start to lift the gaze. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes under, step back, high plank. So back into your high planks. This time we're going to go through a full chaturanga. Always option to drop your knees or skip this altogether. But for our full chaturanga, knees stay up. Inhale, hinge forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower halfway down, pause here. Elbows hug those ribs. Upward dog or low cobra on the inhale, lift up. Pull the shoulder blades back behind you. And on your exhale, downward dog. Right. So those are a couple options for our chaturangas. Let's go through 2 chaturangas, 1 breath, 1 movement. Your choice. From your downward dog, you can drop the knees or you can keep the knees lifted. All right. Inhale, hinge forward, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upper dog or low cobra. Downward dog on the exhale. One more time through. Listen to your body, listen to your breath. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low. Up dog or low cobra, inhale. Downward dog on the exhale. All right. So from your downward dog, feet about hip distance apart. On your inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hopper, jump to the front of the mat. Now an option to float, jump, however you want to get to the top of the mat. Feet land together. We'll take a long halfway lift on the inhale, couple breaths here. Feel the length in the spine. Feel the tailbone separating. Breath in. Fold, exhale. Soften the knees, inhale, sweep the arms high. On the exhale, folding through center. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, high plank as you exhale. Hold here. Set up your high plank. And then once you're set up, flow through your chaturanga. Lower down. Up dog or low cobra, inhale. Downward dog on the exhale. All right, so that's our Sun A's. We're going to go through one more time slow. And we're going to go through 1 time, 1 breath, 1 movement. All right. On your inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hopper, jump to the front. Landing with the feet together, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Soften the knees, inhale, sweep the arms high. Fold through center on the exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, plant the hands, step back and hold. Set it up, take your breath. And then flow on the exhale, lower down. Up dog or low cobra. Downward dog on the exhale. All right, so let's go through that 2 times, 1 breath, 1 movement. All right, listen to your breath. Listen to your movements. You can float forward, you can float back, whatever feels right in your practice. All right, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift once you get there. Fold on the exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms high. And exhale, folding through center. Halfway lift. Vinyasa, plant the hands, step, hopper, jump back. Lower down. Up dog or low cobra. Down dog on the exhale. One more time. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low. Step, hopper, jump to the front. Landing as light as you can. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Fold on the exhale. Your halfway lift, inhale. And on the exhale, chaturanga. Lower down. Upper dog or low cobra. Down dog on the exhale. Nice job. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hopper, jump to the front. Landing feet together. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale, arms up, hips down. So starting our Sun Bs, they start with our chair pose. So sink down nice and deep. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. Pull the knees back behind the toes. Try to keep the toes light. 1 more breath. Fold on the exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, plant the hands, step or jump back. Move with your breath. Lower down. Up dog or low. Down dog on the exhale. Feet together, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge. Step the foot through. Feet are hip distance apart. Right knee is on top of right ankle as we lift up. And we're in our crescent lunge pose. So holding here for a couple breaths. Feel that left hip pressing forward just like our crescent moon earlier. Right hip pulling back. Nice breath in. Hands to the mat, chaturanga on the exhale. Maybe an option to lift that right leg, 3-legged chaturanga. Up dog or low cobra. Downward dog. Same thing other side, feet together, inhale, left leg high. Crescent lunge as you exhale. Left foot by left thumb, feet hip distance as you rise up. Stack your left knee on top of your right, on top of your left ankle, excuse me. Find your breath. Inhale. Chaturanga on the exhale. Hands down to the mat. Option for that three-legged. Lower down. Up dog. Down dog. Exhale. Now we'll go through one more time, a little slower, and then we'll pick up the pace. Inhale, lift your heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, full. Chair pose, inhale, arms up, hips down. Couple breaths here. Find your muscle memory. Sink down, draw the knees back. Take a breath. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, plant the hands, step or jump back. Remember, always an option to maybe skip these too. We do a lot, so you don't need to do them all. Feet together, inhale, right leg high. Crescent lunge, right foot by right thumb. Lift up, couple breaths. Nice breath in. Chaturanga, hands down to the mat. Lower down. Up dog or low. Down dog, exhale. Feet together, left leg lifts, inhale. And then stepping through, crescent lunge. Lift up. And settle in for a couple breaths. Find squareness of the hips. Shoulders and hips are both pointing in the same direction. One more breath in. Chaturanga, hands down to the mat. Move with your breath. All right, meeting back in downward dog. Now we're just going to go through one sun B with our breath. So your breath, your movement. Option 2, jump forward, shoot back, however you want to get to and from the top of your mat. High feet together. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, one breath. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. And chaturanga as you exhale, lower down. Up dog or low. Down dog. Feet together, right leg high. Crescent lunge, exhale. One breath brings us up. Exhale brings us down, chaturanga. Upward dog or low cobra. Downward dog. Feet together, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, crescent. One breath brings us up. Exhale brings us down, move through your vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. Pause in your downward dog. Take 2 rounds of breath. All right, so now we know what our sun A's and sun B's are. We're going to go through probably 3 times. One breath, one movement. And go through sun A, then a sun B. That's one set. We'll do 3 sets of those. So listen to your body, listen to your breath. Gather your confidence. Gather your strength. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. So starting with our sun A's. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms high. Then folding through center. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold to chaturanga on the exhale. Upward dog or low cobra. Downward dog. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, one breath. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Plant the hands, step or jump back. Up dog or low cobra. Downward dog, exhale. Nice job. Feet together, right leg high. Crescent lunge, step it through. One breath brings us up. Exhale brings us down, chaturanga. Up dog or low. Downward dog. Feet together, left leg high. Crescent, step through. Rise on the breath in. Chaturanga on the exhale, lower down. Upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, inhale, arms sweep high. Then folding through. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, plant the hands, step or jump back. Moving with your breath. Downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Landing feet close together, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, arms up, hips down. One breath up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lots of breath work. Lots of movement, meeting back in downward dog. Feet together, right leg high, lift, inhale. Crescent lunge, exhale, step it through. Rise, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog or low cobra. Downward dog. Feet together, left leg lifts. Crescent lunge, step it through. Rise on the inhale. Chaturanga on the exhale. Upward dog or low. Downward dog in the exhale. Take 2 breaths here before we take our last set. Pedal the feet. Big breath in. Big exhale. One more set of each. So all that we've learned today, all that we've been practicing on, do whatever feels right for this last set. Starting with our sun A's. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms high in the inhale. Folding through center, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Then your chaturanga on the exhale. Meeting back in downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, 1 breath up. Exhale down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Hands to the mat. Move with your breath. Up dog or low. Downward dog. Feet together. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Crescent lunge. Step it through. 1 breath up. Exhale down. Chaturanga. Lift up on the inhale. Downward dog on the exhale. Last side. Feet together. Left leg lifts. Crescent lunge. Step it through. Rise up. And then come down for our last chaturanga. Hands to the mat. Move with your breath. Downward dog on the exhale. Nice job. Get a deep breath in. Big exhale. All right, feet together. Inhale, right leg high. Let's take a lizard pose. Step to the outside of the right hand. Drop the left knee. Nice and relaxing here. So find a good active recovery in our lizard pose. Hands can stay on the mat, or if you know you like to come down to your elbows, come down to your elbows. So no more very active movement today. A lot of passive. Just finding our breath in these last few moments of class. And welcome to find some movement into the hips. Little rocking side to side. So did a lot of work on the legs today. So we'll spend our cool down just kind of opening up the hips and the hamstrings just a tad. Now from your lizard pose, make your way back up to your hands. And then we'll take a wide half splits. So sitting back, keeping the right leg pretty wide. And still working into the hamstrings here and still a little bit into the hips. So as you're actively pulling back with the right hip to keep the right hamstring open, maybe add a little sway of the hips from side to side. Seeing how that works out with your practice. Maybe a little tuck of the chin to the chest. Feel the stretch maybe in your lower back. Let's 2 more breaths. And then slowly come forward, curl the back toes, 3-legged dog, right leg high. And then we'll release downward dog. Same thing, second side, left leg high. Then step into your lizard pose. Outside of that left pinky finger, drop the right knee. Then make your choice. For now, you can stay up on the hands if you want to go straight to your elbows or a deeper pose. Always options. Just listen to your practice. Once you do find a depth that feels okay, welcome to add some movement and shifting of the hips. Whatever feels right for you. 20 more seconds down here before we add that half splits variation in. All right, so make our way back up to our hands. And then slowly start to straighten this left leg. Take that wide half splits variation. So we're actively pulling back with the left hip. So we're opening up through the left hamstring. So nice and long through that left hamstring. And then maybe adding a little sway of the hips. It's about 10 more seconds here. Nice long deep breaths. And then slowly come forward, plant those hands, and we'll step back into your downward dog. Now if you like to practice jumping through, you can jump through or just come down to your knees, whatever is challenging or just right for your practice right now. Then grab your shins, make your way onto your backs. Little rock side to side, massaging out your lower back. And then wrap your hands around the shins, maybe just grabbing the top of the shins. Bring your forehead into your knees. Squeeze everything towards center. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release into your final Shavasana. Legs go long, arms released by the sides, palms facing up. And settle in here for your last few breaths. Thank you so much for joining me today. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you can. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe to the channel if you like the channel. Leave comments if you're looking for something specific. So, appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.